They say money can't buy happiness, but when you're staring at a bank balance of exactly $0, happiness is the last thing on your mind. 27. That's the number of times I was told no in a single month. 27 emails, each one a hammer blow to my pride. I was a ghost in my own life, walking through a city that felt like it had no room for someone like me. The silence in my apartment was the loudest thing I'd ever heard. Just me, the blue light of a screen, and the weight of my own failure. I watched the world move on without me. People in suits, people laughing, people who seemed to have figured out the secret I was missing. Every interview felt like a funeral for a dream. I'd walk into those glass lobbies with hope and walk out with nothing but a cold stare. Eventually, you stop crying. You just become hollow. I found myself on the bathroom floor, wondering if the world would even notice if I stayed there. I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize the man looking back. He looked defeated. He looked finished. But then, something snapped. I realized that 27 rejections weren't a wall. They were a foundation. I wasn't going to let a no define my yes. I started cleaning, not just my room, but my mind. I cleared the clutter and replaced the doubt with a single unshakable goal. I wrote it down. One goal, one path. No plan B, because plan B only exists to distract you from plan A. Then came the grind. The silent, lonely work that happens when no one is watching and no one is cheering. The world was asleep. I read everything I could. I practiced until my hands cramped. I failed again and again. But this time, the failures felt like progress. I rebuilt my body to match my mind. Every drop of sweat was a payment on my future self. I was my own only witness. Months turned into a year. The man who sat on that bathroom floor was gone. In his place was someone the world couldn't ignore. The 28th door finally opened. And behind it wasn't just a job, but a kingdom. I didn't just find success. I built it from the rejections. Now when I look at a bank statement, I don't see numbers. I see the evidence of every night I didn't quit. Rejection is not the end of the road. It's the fuel for the journey. Your comeback doesn't start with a yes, it starts with you. Remember, rejection is not the end. It's the beginning of your comeback.